Let's chat about designer monogram bags. Are they hot or not? Hi my loves, welcome back. Today's video I think is going to be a fun one, an interesting one. I've titled the video, The Best Designer Monograms to Know. But I'm also going to be showing you how I personally style them. So we know logo mania and logo bags, monogram bags have been very, very popular the past few years. And in today's video, I want to talk about a few of my favorites, give you a very, very brief history of them, and also give you my personal opinion on what I think of them. Some people don't like logo bags. I totally understand why. They think it's too showy, too ostentatious. You have something to prove. And there are the other camp that like, you know what? If I'm going to spend my hard-earned money, I want people to know I'm carrying a Louis or a Gucci. So first up, let's talk about one of the most iconic logos, and that is Dior. So the Dior monogram print was originally known as the Trotter print. It was created in 1967 by Mark Bowen. I actually wanted to show you a vintage version I have. This is from approximately the 1970s. And then it was really revived by John Galliano when he designed the iconic saddlebag. And I actually have the vintage version from back then. And it is this one here, as you can see. So it is now called the oblique pattern. The Dior monogram is called the oblique. And it was made popular again by Maria Grazia Chiodi. You can see that the monogram is slightly different because if you look at my book tote, this is one of Dior's most popular bags, not even just in the monogram, but they've come out in so many other designs. But as you can see, the Dior logo is slightly different to that when John Galliano did his. This one is, the D's are a bit bigger, it's a bit more squarer. It's a more modern take on the Dior oblique pattern, but definitely fresher, and I love it. But still, the Dior oblique logo is so recognizable. And you know the Dior oblique pattern definitely is a great one because Maria digged back into archives and you know, that's how she came up with a whole range besides the book tote and brought back the oblique pattern in a big way. But I do want to specifically show you how I personally style the Dior oblique pattern. I think it's one of the patterns that will stand the test of time. Like I've said, I've had ones from the 1970s to the 2000s to this one that I bought maybe 4 years ago, and it is still all the rage. I think everyone, when they see this oblique pattern, you definitely know it's Dior. So I really wanted to do a little bit of styling in this video because I got a lot of feedback from you guys wanting to know, you know, how I pair my designer outfits. And a lot of people think that monogram bags are really hard to match, but they're actually not. So what I'm wearing, I've been wearing this so much. Melbourne weather has been so cold. I'm literally not joking. It's been 30 degrees down to like 13 degrees. And today's obviously not a very warm day. And this jumper is perfect. So this jumper is from Lily Silk. It is 100% merino wool. I'm pairing it with my Mim Stella skirt, which if you've been following me for ages, you know I wear this skirt so much. And it comes in 3 colors and I just love it. So even though the skirt looks like it's pretty formal, when you wear a v-neck jumper like this, it's cozy, it's comfortable, you've got the stripes, it really casualizes the look. So this bag, the Dior saddle bag, is predominantly, you know, just like a shoulder bag, but you can definitely wear it on the crook of your arm. You can attach, which I've done before, like another longer shoulder strap and then make it a crossbody bag, which makes it a lot more casual. And the shoes I've paired it with is my Hermes boots. With my skirt, it's one of the only skirts I can wear with boots because you know when you have boots that are a bit higher than ankle length, they can really shorten your leg. But because this has the mesh see-through, it doesn't make your legs look too short. So I love it about this skirt. Plus that it's elasticated, so it's really comfortable. I'll list all the sizes I'm wearing down below. I'm so glad that you love this design. Actually, one of my friends, Amy, hi Amy, if you're watching from Fashionably Amy, she has 2 colors of this skirt and she just wore it exclusively in Hawaii and she paired it with Hermes scarves, and that's a great way to to dress it up as well. But to casualize it a bit, I wanted to show you this look. So again, I always get asked, because it's a season of giving, can you get your highest Lily Silk code back? So I do have it, and all you need to do is enter MIM15. You will get an additional 15% off store-wide. So at the moment, they have buy one, get one 20% off, but you can use my code and get an additional 15% off. So make sure you use my code. And I just want to thank Lily Silk for partnering with me for so many years and for part sponsoring this video, because I've got new designs coming as well, and I'm so glad that you love this mim skirt. And on my ears, I'm just wearing these Missouri earrings. Don't be afraid to mix metals. One thing that I loved about these earrings is that they're silver and gold, because on this hardware of this Dior saddlebag, it's in silver, but I always mix metals all the time. I love to do that. So personally, that's what I do. Next up, let's talk about a monogram style that maybe not as many people know about, but I love. I visited their Paris flagship store, and I'm talking about FAURE La Page. So this is their iconic daily battle tote. It comes in so many sizes. I've mentioned this so many times on my channel. I own like 3 sizes in this. This is the smallest size in the 27. But FAURE La Page was actually created in 1717. So it actually predates even like Goyard and Louis Vuitton. But they were predominantly like a weapons manufacturing company back in the day for like kings and things like that. So their monogram print is called the Escape, or it sort of looks like fish scales. Some people think it looks like, you know, dragon scales, but I personally love it. And I think the reason why, a lot of people ask me, how come you don't own Goyard? I do like Goyard, don't get me wrong, and they, you know, have a rich history as well. But with FAURE La Page canvas, you know, it actually takes 4 months to screen print this canvas. It's sort of like similar to like the scarf silk making process. And because they were a weapons manufacturer, their canvas is super, super durable. And not to mention the price point of their canvases compared to like Louis Vuitton is much better. So this is also a great alternative if you didn't like the Neverfull. So this one, I guess this monogram is definitely more quiet. For those of you that still like a monogram bag, but maybe don't want it as well known as Dior or Louis Vuitton, it is still so classy. And let me tell you how I would style this bag. This, out of all my daily battles, is the one I use the most. This is in hot sand. And even though it's a tote, some people usually think, okay, totes, you can only wear it casually. So this time round, I wanted to style it a bit more dressy, and nothing screams more elegance than a complete cream or white look. So this time round, I've actually paired it with this heavy iris silk pants. Usually I don't like a wider pant, but this one I really, really like. And this one is also from Lily Silk. And what I've put underneath is my MIM 2-in-1 lace silk blouse. It makes me so, so happy, guys, that you love it so much. Because you guys love it so much, I am working on new colors. A lot of you wanted blue, so that hopefully is coming soon. And with my MIM 2-in-1 silk cami, you can actually wear it 2 ways. So one way shows a bit more lace, but you can flip it around the other way and it still has lace. So you get like 2 for the price of 1. But you can just see the lace peeking through, even if you didn't wear the cami inside. The Incana knit blazer from Lily Silk, I love. I would totally get it in more colors. I think they should come out more colors, but it's in wool. It's so comfy. It's just my kind of blazer. It looks perfect with the trousers as well. And then who doesn't love a tie waist, because it just nips everything in. So as you can see, just completely a whole white look. It goes really well with this tote. I think it really sort of formalizes it without making it too formal. And then I've just paired it with my Chanel mules as well. And then on my ears, I've just paired it with my Chanel costume jewelry earrings. You know, I love a bit of pearl, plus it matches the pearl on my Chanel mules as well. So that is my complete look. So if you like a more understated monogram bag, definitely check out FAURE La Page. Not to mention their monogram print comes in like 7 different colors, so you have plenty of choice. And of course, in my opinion, the most recognizable and popular monogram of all time, we have to talk about Louis Vuitton's interlocking LV monogram, and it's got the LV on it, and it's also got like a flower pattern. So this monogram print was created in 1896. It was actually created by Georges Vuitton, which was Louis Vuitton's son, and that was for the trunks and suitcases. As you know, the history of Louis Vuitton was that they were originally a trunk maker. I think that this has been so popular. I mean, it's iconic for the brand. It's such a popular monogram that even their other monogram, in a sense, you know, the Bean collection has been so popular. If you carry an LV monogram bag, you instantly know it's Louis Vuitton, right? And personally, I love it. But they've come out with different variations. Yes, they've got the brown and coated canvases, but they've done collabs like with Murakami when they did the multicolor. Again, I'm a huge fan of. They've done it where it is a bit more subtle. I've got the other ink Speedy BB where it's more embossed and you can't really tell as well. But it's in their bags, it's in their clothes, it's in their accessories, it's on their shoes, it's on everything. So definitely had to mention the iconic LV monogram. The fact that, you know, over 120 years later, it is a trademark for the brand. And you definitely, when you see an LV logo bag, think Louis Vuitton. So I am going to show you with my Speedy how I style that a bit later on. But I actually want to show you one of my faves, which is the LV trunk clutch. You know, the LV monogram has been so popular that they've done it in mini versions, jumbo versions, and this is the trunk clutch. So because canvas lends itself to a bit more of a casual vibe, this is so sweet. Miss S and her friends went shopping to H&M and she bought me a couple of things and she did so well. So I've decided to pair this with this Tencel jumpsuit. It is so comfortable and I think denim always goes really well with Louis Vuitton monogram canvas. I'm wearing it with the jumpsuit and then this crossbody, and then if you want, I've got a pair of Louis Vuitton heels, but it only has the reverse monogram on the heel. So I think having a little bit of monogram when you're wearing like a bag in monogram is fine. But for example, if I was to wear an LV monogram belt in addition, that's like too much. So I wouldn't wear that. So I think this with a touch of LV monogram on the heel still makes it look really classy. It dresses up a more casual bag. I just paired it with really simple gold hoops. But even if it's not the trunk clutch, I've worn this bag. This is what I mean when they have the giant monogram, again in reverse. It's got both colors, which I love. And even the smaller monogram here. I take this so much when I'm traveling with me. And then I just wore this with a very simple cashmere gray set. And I was so comfortable the whole flight. You can just dress it down and dress it up as well. So that's how I like to style my LV monogram pieces. Another super popular and instantly recognizable logo is Gucci. So Gucci's logo hasn't changed that much sort of since the 1930s. Actually, it was Aldo Gucci, Gucci's son, that created the double GG. And it's sort of like evolved a little bit throughout the ages, but all in all, it hasn't changed much since back then. And the double GG logo, it's also got a little bit of this diamond print in it. And also another thing that's very popular with Gucci is even the red and green stripe. So this bag here is my vintage, well now they call this the Ophidia bag, but this bag was from the 80s and I bought it, oh my gosh, I think I only bought it for like $180 or something. And that's what I mean. The designers go back to their archives and yeah, they produce the exact same bag, but just that the GG logo looks different now. And they have this in the mini version. I think this size they discontinued, but they still have this bag selling in Gucci. And then definitely Logo Mania was crazy a few years ago when Alexandre Michel, it'll be interesting actually since he has left Gucci as creative director, but he brought Gucci back, the logo back with a vengeance, I think. And I actually really love the Gucci logo. I think in my 20s, I actually even preferred the Gucci over LV. And this was a bag I just want to show you, you know, a little bit more eye candy. This is their classic hobo bag with the horse bit detail. I remember buying this maybe when I was like 24 or 25. And it was like $700. I wish Gucci bags were that price now. but this is still so iconic, you know, like the GG logo, you see this and yeah, again, you definitely know it's Gucci. So as I was mentioning before, when his son created the double GG, it was actually, yeah, to represent his father's initials. And so you'll see this GG design, the monogram print, on a lot of their canvases, but on a lot of their belts and even other designs, you still see that logo, which I'll put on screen. So definitely an iconic logo that has stood the test of time. And how do I style this iconic logo? I've kept it super simple. I have been living in this cashmere set. I think everyone needs a cashmere set, and it's just so cozy, it's so warm. I can't tell you how many times I've worn it. So this 100% cashmere set is also from Lily Silk. I chose the coffee color. Again, I love this so much. I think next time I need to get the white. So I've just paired it really casually. This is what I wore my grocery run. I actually carry my designer bags even when I'm going grocery shopping, you know, because I got to spread the love. So as you can see, I've kept it really simple. It's just all one look, but I don't know, there's something about a whole cashmere set. It still looks really chic and put together. Wearing Roger Vivier white sneakers, which guys are brought to me to Hawaii, to Korea. They are comfortable from the get-go. So if you've been looking for a white pair of sneakers, definitely get them. If they come out in another color, I'm so gonna buy them again because that's how much I love them. And then because my look is a bit more casual, I wanted to edge up my ear stack a little bit. So I'm wearing it with my ideal power cuff. And then I've just worn my diamond stud, but then added the Audrey add-on. So I just really liked that whole look. And on the other ear, I just wore a simple stud. But yeah, I love mixing and matching my jewelry. I love wearing asymmetrical looks. Even though the whole look's still really casual, to me, it looks still like a very sophisticated casual and just so chic. Now let's chat about Fendi. I feel like Fendi has been doing so well the last couple of years. I've been kind of obsessed. So the Fendi double F logo, before it was known as Zucca, I believe, but now it's just the Fendi double F logo. It's sort of like a newer logo. And when I say new, it's not that new. It was designed in 1965 by the late Karl Lagerfeld, who apparently came up with the design in less than 5 seconds. He was definitely super creative. Fun fact, the FF is supposed to stand for Fun Fur. Originally, the logo was going just to be used to line the inside of the ready-to-wear, but now the logo is on everything. Ready-to-wear, bags, shoes, everything. So I particularly love, I mean, their most iconic bag is the Baguette, and this is mine. It's a limited edition one. It's the Luna limited edition one, I think from 2021, I believe. But they've done so many iterations of the FF in different multicolors, in the classic brown, as you can see. The FF logo is still such an iconic logo. Actually, another really fun fact was when I was reading an article, it was saying that Silva Venturini Fendi, who, you know, designs all the accessories and everything, she said, you know what, the FF should represent female first, you know, to honor the founder and her 5 daughters. And I'm like, yeah, it should. But either way, whether it's Fun Fur or female first, the FF double logo is definitely super iconic and definitely super fun too. This time around, I'm pairing it with one of my favorite blouses. I think you've seen this blouse a lot, which is my Zimmermann blouse. Don't be afraid to mix logos with prints as well. You know me, I love my florals, but because this Zimmermann floral is quite subtle, I still think it goes. I've paired it with denim shorts. I've paired it with my Gianvito Rossi plexi pumps because it's just got that touch of rose gold, which sort of ties in with the pink in here. And just for an added extra touch, I've put on my D&G, I got these years ago, heart earrings. You just can see that little bit of red because it brings out the red of this bag. So that's definitely a way you can dress it up. But of course, if you didn't want to wear heels, I also have a pair of Fendi sneakers, which are super comfortable, and you can wear it like that and it still goes with the whole look, and it's super comfortable as well. And that's how I've styled my FF logo baguette. And actually guys, I just did a short on my Zimmermann blouse. Farfetch have like Zimmermann reduced, and you can take an extra 20% off. Plus I have a code, so I'll link that all down below. That blouse is an iconic design for Zimmermann. They've been doing it for years. I own like 3 of them in different prints, so that's on sale as well. So I thought I'll just let you know, and do check out my shorts because there's lots of gift ideas or last minute gift ideas that are all under 500. And lastly, let's talk about the Celine Triumph logo. Now, this one I think took a little bit longer for everyone to really love, but definitely here it's been so popular the last few years. And actually, I would love to add one to my collection. I mentioned this actually in my wishlist video that I would love to add either a vintage one or maybe a new one, but I actually love their Triumph logo design in canvas. So this is a funny story because I think in the 1970s, the founder, CELINE Vipiana, I think that's how you pronounce it, her car actually broke down in front of Arc de Triomphe. So she was inspired by the chains surrounding the French monument. So it's not an exact representation of it, but she was inspired by it. So hence that's how the Triumph was born. So you can find vintage Triumph bags, and that's what I'm looking at, but definitely I love their newer designs as well. They're on crossbodies, the totes, so chic. It's definitely a newer logo design as well, but still very classic. This one as well maybe isn't as recognizable as the Louis Vuitton or the Gucci, but definitely people are loving it, and I'm seeing a lot more people wear it. Just for some eye candy, I do actually own a vintage Celine bag. I feel like all the designer houses are always equestrian inspired, so this one does have the sea and the equestrian, but definitely the Triumph right now is the most popular, I think, out of all the Celine range. And you'll see the Triumph even in a classic black bag with the Triumph logo as the buckle. So last but not least, the final outfit I wanted to show you was, if all else fails and some of the styling you might think, Mel, I don't own a lot of pieces. We all own black, right? And so another piece that my darling Miss S bought me was this cute H&M dress. It's so me, actually. It's very simple, but it's got just a little bit of detail. You can see a little bit of the shoulders as well. And you can pair black with all types of monogram, whether I'm pairing it with my vintage Celine here, whether I'm pairing it with my vintage Dior oblique clutch, and whether I'm pairing it with, an LV Speedy. You can wear it crossbody or just on the crook of your arm. Black, you just can't go wrong. Again, I've just kept it super simple with my super comfy black Viveya flats, which I've told you about. They're so comfortable. And then I've just paired it with my MIM 2-in-1 earrings. Unfortunately, they're all sold out now. So this is a great day to night look because during the day I've put on my MIM blazer blouse, which I love. If you prefer a bit looser, size up. I wish I got the medium instead of the small because you can just wear it open with a dress and then wear a belt. That always looks really put together like an all black outfit. You can't go wrong, especially us Melburnians. We love our black. So that's sort of like a day look. And then at night, you just take the blazer off and then you've got a gorgeous dress. So black never fails and it always goes with anything logo-y. So that is it for this video, guys. I hope you found it interesting and learning a little bit about the history of some of the most popular iconic logo bags. So are logo bags hot or not? There's always a current debate. For me personally, I think they're hot. I do own a lot of them, but there are definitely in all the fashion houses options for those of you that maybe prefer quiet luxury and for those of us that love a logo-y bag. I think if you just style it right and you don't mix like a Dior and an LV and a Celine all together and it's all mixed match, yes, that is maybe like a walking billboard. But you can wear big logo bags tastefully, elegantly as well. So I hope I've been able to show you that in some of my looks. And remember, don't forget to use my Lily Silk code, which is just MIM15, so you can get an extra 15% off a lot of the looks that I've shown. But every other look that I've shown, I will also link below because heaps of Zimmermann are on sale. And those two H&M pieces that my daughter bought me, I love as well. So thank you so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.